All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and figure out who our first matches are going to be. Let me just explain how this is all going to work. We have 16 guys. They're separated into two cell blocks, the orange bracket and black bracket. The guys who won on Saturday are in the orange bracket. The guys who won on Sunday are in the black bracket. So we'll spin each of those, and then we're going to fill in this bracket. First match will go in the 1 slot, and then we'll fill it out like a seeded bracket just to randomize it some more. Hank. So yeah, and then these guys will fight next week, the next round, in our Blood in the Water event. It'll be all first blood matches. So it'll be 4 first blood matches to determine who moves on in this tournament. So just to set the stage, we are in the Eastern State Penitentiary tonight. There is cell block holding the orange bracket and a cell block holding the black bracket. We will randomly unlock one of the cells, and those guys will enter a steel cage that is set up in the common area. Malefic Rage is on hand watching the show, flanked by Gigagol 9000 and Halloween Hank. He's sitting in an electric chair to watch the event because he's kind of messed up. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and see who comes out in our first match here. The first participant is Hellhound. All right, Hellhound is going to be representing the orange bracket in this match. Let's go ahead and take him out and see who his opponent will be. It'll be Hellhound versus Dark Eros. Dark Eros. So we did not get the creatures of the night against each other. I was kind of hoping that would happen. And here we go. That's our opening matchup. Whoever wins this match will get put into this bracket over here. First match, second match, just to randomize it even more. Even though we're going to determine the matches at random tonight, we're going to randomize the bracket a little bit too. So anything can happen. So let's go ahead and kick off this tournament. These are all steel cage matches tonight. Here we go. Welcome to Locked Up Nightmare. Rolling for initiative. Oh, we have a Garchomp in chat. I don't know if I've been on long enough for you guys to catch it. We can try. Throw an Ultra Ball at the Garchomp. I think it's going to let us do it. Okay. Here we go. Rolling for initiative. It is Hellhound versus Dark Eros inside a steel cage. Initiative is going to go to Hellhound. Running clothesline 2, agility. Dark Eros takes over for agility with a Grecian sleeper grip 3. Down 3. Psyche superplex 3. Hurt 2. Tilt-a-Whirl side slam 2. Hurt 2. Bow and arrow submission 2. We haven't seen Frankie in quite some time, Wall. Hellhound 1. Hellhound 1. Shoving match 1. Hurt 2. Excuse me. Animan axe handle 3. Down 3. Can't leave. He's in the cage. We got to roll again. Got to roll again. Head into the cage 3. Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle. He's got a C rating on turnbuckle. A C rating. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, 11C on into the turnbuckle. That's not going to be good. 11C. He bounced forward off the turnbuckle and into an incredible neck-breaking clothesline. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Hellhound is on 3. Out of the ring, so let's head into the cage 3. Down 3. Wail of Torment 3. Hurt 2. Rabid Rack, 3. Pin. Okay, he's got a 4 as his cage rating, so he needs a 5 or better. A 5 or better. There you go, your winner. Hellhound. Hellhound is moving on. He will move on in our bracket. There's still a chance we'll get the Creatures of the Night against each other. Let's go ahead and see those star ratings at 0 through 5. Hellhound moves on. Yeah, it was fast. Hellhound moving forward. We got 3 from Wall, 2 from Derek. Any other star ratings in chat? Hellhound moves on. Any other star ratings? That will average out to 2.5 stars. 2.5 stars. All right, let's see who represents the orange bracket in the next match. Let's see. Representing the orange bracket, we have Fowlinator. The Fowlinator. The Fowlinator will be taking on Pete Cottontail. Pete Cottontail. He got an upset victory last week over Gigaghoul 9000. So we have Pete Cottontail versus the Fowlinator inside a steel cage. All right, here we go. Rolling for initiative. Duck versus rabbit. Fowlinator with initiative. He'll start with a water cannon, 1. Dazed, 1. Steel Wing, Choice E. Choice E. Let's see what we got for Choice E. We can try the Scorpion Deathlock on 3 for a 7 or less, or a Power Slam 2 on a 10 or less. Let's go big. Let's go for the 7 or less for 3. 7 or less for 3. Didn't get it. Pete Cottontail takes over on 2. Metallic Running Lariat, 3. Hurt, 2. Side Headlock, 2 power. Fowlinator will take over for power. Into the Ropes. He's got a B rating. B rating on Into the Ropes. 7B. You come off the ropes and the opponent puts you down hard at the running back elbow. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. So Fowlinator is on 2. Industrial Leg Drop, 3. Hurt, 2. Into the Ropes again, no choice. No choice on Into the Ropes. 6B on Into the Ropes. 6B. The opponent drops down, you go Into the Ropes again. Roll again on this chart. Same thing, rolling again. 7B. You come off the ropes and the opponent puts you down hard at the running back elbow. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. So Fowlinator is on 2. Into the Ropes again, geez. 7B. You come off the ropes and the opponent puts you down hard at the running back elbow. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Here we go. Spinning Headbutt, 2, choice B. We'll throw him into the turnbuckle. 8B on Into the Turnbuckle. You're crushed by a big kick by the opponent. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Fowlinator on 2. Into the Ropes again. Jeez, oh man. 6B. Opponent drops down. You go Into the Ropes again. Roll again on this chart. 6B. We're rolling again. How many times can we roll on the Into the Ropes chart in one match? 7. You are crushed by a big kick by... Oh, nope, that's turnbuckle. You want the ropes and the opponent puts you down hard at the running back elbow. Fowlinator is on level 2 offense. Into the Ropes again. You come off the ropes and the opponent puts you down hard with a running back elbow. Spinning headbutt, choice B will go into the turnbuckle. 10B on into the turnbuckle. You come off the turnbuckle with a big specialty move, but the opponent tries a specialty move of his own. Both wrestlers go down. The wrestler with the better turnbuckle rating recovers first and rolls on level 3 offense. That's the Fowlinator. Fowlinator is on level 3 offense. Metallic Claw, 3. Down 3, he cannot leave. Foul Ender, that's his finisher. Pete Cottontail needs a 4 or better. A 4 or better. He will kick out with a 5. He will get a fatigue token. And Fowlinator is on level 3 offense. Quack Attack 3, add 1. Pin. Now he needs a 6 or better. A 6 or better. He'll kick out with an 11. Gets another fatigue. And Fowlinator is on level 3 offense. Diving Power Slam 2. Pete Cottontail 1. Into the turnbuckle. He's got an A rating. We have no choice. 7A on into the turnbuckle. Reversal. You reverse the move and throw the opponent into the turnbuckle. Pete's got a B. 4B. You bounce forward off the turnbuckle and catch the charging opponent with a skull-splitting running lariat. He goes down hard. Opponent rolls on level 3 defense. There we go. Pin. His cage is a 1. Needs a 2 or better with 2 dice. Hey! He got it. Pete Cottontail on 3. Death Jump. Ooh, he's got an A rating. We'll try it. 9A on Death Jump. 9A. The opponent blasts you with a flying clothesline from the top rope. You're in trouble. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Pete Cottontail on 3. Bad Egg plus 2. Oop. That die's never going to be found. So his cage is a 1. He's up to 2 plus 2. He's a 5 or better. 5 or better. Kicks out. Pete Cottontail on 3. Pete Cottontail on 3. Bunny Hop 3. Down 3. Cannot leave. Bite to the forehead 2. Fowlinator 1. Flip Toss 1. Pete Cottontail 2. Double Foot Stomp 2. Hurt 2. Break Egg on opponent's face 2. Hurt 2. Side Headlock 2. Power. Fowlinator is taking over for power. Front Kick 2. Agility. Pete Cottontail is taking over for agility. Double Foot Stomp 2. Hurt 2. Break Egg on opponent's face 2. Dazed 1. Leg Sweep 2. Choice A. We're going to throw him into the ropes. 8B on into the ropes. 8B. You come off the ropes and the opponent puts you down hard with a running back elbow. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Pete Cottontail on 2. Break Egg on opponent's face 2. Hurt 2. Lucky Human's Foot 3. Hurt 2. Metallic Running Lariat 3. Hurt 2. Double Foot Stomp 2. Dazed 1. Snap Hair 2. Fowlinator 1. Water Cannon 1. Dazed 1. Robotic Uppercut 2. Agility. Pete Cottontail takes over for agility. Lucky Human's Foot 3. Pin! He needs a 4 or better. A 4 or better. He'll kick out with an 8, but he'll get another fatigue. Pete Cottontail on 3. Basket Pile Driver 3, add 1. Hurt 2. Lucky Human's Foot 3. Down 3, he can't leave. Basket Pile Driver 3, add 1. Down 3. Out of the ring, that's head into the cage 3. Hurt 2. Break egg on opponent's face 2. Fowlinator 1. Steel wing, choice E. We're going to play it safe and do the 10 or less for 2 on the power slam. 10 or less for 2. Got it for 2. Hurt 2. Front kick 2. Agility. Pete Cottontail takes over for agility. Side headlock 2. Fowlinator takes over on the power check. Iron Beak Blast 3. Add 1. All right, this will signify that he doesn't have his beak. Down 3. Out of the ring is head into the cage 3. Hurt 2. Falling elbow drop 2. Hurt 2. Falling elbow drop 2. Hurt 2. Industrial leg drop 3. Down 3. Death jump. He'll do it because if he rolls up, he can't use the Iron Beak Blast. Okay. Death jump on a B. I'm sorry, A. What do we got? We've got a 6A on death jump. 6A. The opponent climbs to the top, but you recover and throw him off the turnbuckle and into the ring. He goes down hard. Roll on level 3 offense. Pete Cottontail on level 3 offense. Basket pile driver 3, add 1. Down 3. Bad egg plus 2. He needs a 10 or better. 10 or better to kick out. Kicks out with a 12. Pete Cottontail on 3. Death jump. He'll do it. He'll do it. 11A on death jump. 11A. The opponent climbs to the top, but you recover and climb up, and a struggle takes place. If you have a better agility than the opponent, you win the struggle and superplex him back into the ring. He does not. So Pete Cottontail will stay on offense on level 3. Bad egg plus 2. Fowlinator needs an 11 or 12 to kick out. 11 or 12. Your winner with bad egg, Pete Cottontail. Pete Cottontail will win with bad egg. Four and a half stars from Derek. We've got a Dolive in chat if you want to try and pokey catch that. 4.5 stars from Derek. Any other star ratings in chat? Let's go put Pete Cottontail in our winners bracket. 4.5 stars from Derek. Pete Cottontail moving on. Fowlinator. I'm kind of glad Fowlinator lost because next round is First Blood, and he's a robot. So I don't know how that would work, but we don't have to worry about it. All right, that's going to be a 4.5 star match. 4.5 stars. All right, let's see who's going to represent the orange bracket now. Representing the orange bracket, we have Unlucky. Unlucky representing the orange bracket. Let's see who his opponent will be. He will be taking on Captain Glenn Burney. Captain Glenn Burney versus Unlucky. That's an unlucky draw for Unlucky. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens here. Unlucky versus Captain Glenn Burney inside a steel cage. Here we go. Rolling for initiative. Initiative's going to go to Unlucky. Here we go. Headbutt 2, Power. Captain Glenn's going to take over for Power. Running Boot to the Face 2. Hurt 2. Into the Turnbuckle. He's got a C rating. We'll go ahead and do that. 6C on Into the Turnbuckle. 6C. You were crushed by a big kick by the opponent. The opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Captain Glenn on 2. Heave ho. Choice D. Choice D. We'll try the Cobra Clutch Suplex 3. That will work on a 12 or less. Let's see. Let's see if we got it. Hey! We got it. Hurt 2. We'll do the 12 or less for 3 again on the heave ho. We got it. Down 3. Here we go. Captain Glenn on 3. Batten down the hatches 3. Hurt 2. Raise the Jolly Roger 3. Add 1. Down 3. Shiver Me Timbers 3. Hurt 2. Overhead belly to belly suplex 2. Unlucky 2. Shoemaker Splash 3. Choice E. We'll try the Scorpion Deathlock 3. That will work on a 10 or less. 10 or less. Got it for 3. Hurt 2. Running Knee Clip 2. Choice A. Let's see. We got to go into the ropes. Into the ropes on an A. 6A on Into the Ropes. You come out the ropes with a powerful flying shoulder tackle. Roll on level 2 offense. Captain Glenn's taking over on 2. Raise the Jolly Roger. Add 1. Hurt 2. Overhead belly to belly suplex 2. Unlucky 1. Drop toe hold 2. Agility. Captain Glenn's taking over. Raise the Jolly Roger 3. Add 1. Down 3. Head into the cage 3. Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle. He's got a C rating. We'll do that every time. 6C on Into the Turnbuckle. You're crushed by a big kick by the opponent. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Captain Glenn on 2. Heave ho 3. Choice D. 12 or less. Got it. 3. Hurt 2. Overhead belly to belly suplex 2. Hurt 2. Running boot to the face 2. Hurt 2. Wait, I'm sorry. Down 3. Down 3. Keel haul plus 3. Brings him up to a 10. He needs an 11 or better. 11 or better. Your winner and moving on, Captain Glenn Burney. Captain Glenn Burney is moving on to our next round, which will be First Blood matches. Derek's rating this one 2 stars. Captain Glenn Burney moves on. Any other star ratings in chat? Captain Glenn Burney moving on. Let's go ahead and update our bracket. All right, Captain Glenn Burney in the 3 slot. All right, let's go to our 4th match. 4th match, 2 stars. 2 stars for pummeling by Glenn Burney. Representing the orange bracket, we have Romero of the Undead Horde. Romero. Malefic Rage and his cronies have perked up a little bit, seeing one of their own finally being drawn for the match. And he will fight Epic Waldo inside a steel cage. So these two men have been freed from their cells. Epic Waldo versus Romero. Here we go. All right, rolling for initiative. Initiative's going to go to Romero. Go for the throat, 3 agility. Epic Waldo takes over for agility. Waldo versus business, 3. Hurt, 2. Rib breaker, 2. Romero, 2. Graze with nails, 2. Epic Waldo, 1. Spinebuster, 2. Choice B. Let's throw him into the turnbuckle. He's got a B rating on turnbuckle. 5B on into the turnbuckle. 5B. You lift a knee to the oncoming opponent's head. He's hurt. Roll on level 2 offense. Romero on 2. Graze with nails, 2. Hurt, 2. Graze with nails, 2. Hurt, 2. Graze with nails, 2. Hurt, 2. Scratch, 2. Power. Epic Waldo takes over for power. Rib breaker, 2. Romero, 2. Shamble and dive, 2. Choice A. We'll throw him into the ropes. 6B on into the ropes. 6B. The opponent drops down and go into the ropes again. Roll again on this chart. 11B. The opponent uses one of his specialty moves on you and goes for the kill. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Romero on 3. Undead Curse. That's a finisher, folks. Epic Waldo needs a 3 or better. He'll kick out with an 11. Romero is on 3. Death Jump. He's got a B rating. We'll go ahead and do it. 3B on Death Jump. 3B. The opponent comes off the top rope with an awesome cross body block, which you counter it with a specialty move. Opponent rolls pin. Romero has a 3 on his cage rating. So he needs a 4 or better. He'll kick out with a 9. 9. And Epic Waldo is on level 3 offense. This is going to be bad for Romero. Massive maneuver +1. Romero is going to need a 5 or better. 6 or better. 6 or better. He'll kick out with an 8. Gets a fatigue. Waldo on 3. Epic Waldo on 3. Leg trip and slam. Choice H. He's got a C rating on Death Jump. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's do the Death Jump on a C. 9C. The opponent climbs to the top, which you recover and climb up, and a struggle takes place. If you have a better agility than the opponent, I don't. So, Epic Waldo stays on level 3 offense. Ring the Gong 3, add 1. Down 3. Ring the Gong 3, add 1. Hurt 2. Dominant Squeeze 3. Pin. Romero needs an 8 or better. An 8 or better. He'll kick out with a 10. The 5 fatigue. Epic Waldo on 3. Massive Maneuver +1. Brings him up to a 9. He needs a 10 or better. 10 or better. A 10 or better. Your winner with the Massive Maneuver, Epic Waldo. Epic Waldo wins with the Massive Maneuver. Let's see those star ratings, 0 through 5. Epic Waldo picking up the win with Epic Maneuver. Romero put up a little bit of a fight, honestly. Epic Waldo will go into the 4 slot in our bracket. 3, just because it's Waldo. Fair. Any other star ratings in chat? Epic Waldo picking up the big win over Romero. Malefic Rage does not look pleased. Malefic Rage does not look pleased. Epic Waldo's moving on. All right, that'll be a 3-star match. Let's go back to our spinny wheel here and see who's going to represent the orange bracket in this 5th match. We're halfway through. All right, Halloween Hank. Hey, Cranberry, how you doing? Halloween Hank representing the orange bracket. Halloween Hank. And he will be facing off with his old nemesis, Adam Prometheus. Adam Prometheus. All right, here we go. It's Halloween Hank versus Adam Prometheus. Rolling for initiative. Initiative is going to go to Adam Prometheus. He'll start with Bear Hug Slam, 3. Uh-oh. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. Choice. He's going to go ahead and do it. We got a B rating here. 10B on Into the Ropes. 10B. The opponent tries a running clothesline, but so do you. The result is a double clothesline, and you both go down. The wrestler with the better ropes rating recovers first and rolls on level 3 offense. They're both a B, so Adam Prometheus is going to stay on offense. Clubbing forearm, 3. Down, 3. Giant boot to the face, 3. Pin! Hank's got a 2 on his cage rating, so he needs a 3 or better. 3 or better. We got a bear tick in chat. A bear tick. I'm going to go ahead and try and pokey catch that. We got a bear tick in chat. Adam Prometheus is on level 3 offense after that pin attempt. Lunging clothesline, choice H. We can either death jump or try flying elbow drop 3 on a 7 or less. He's got a B rating in death jump. We'll go ahead and do that. Uh-oh, 4B on death jump. 4B. The opponent climbs to the top, but you recover and throw him off the turnbuckle and into the ring. He goes down hard. Roll on level 3 offense. Hank is taking over on offense. Oh, I'm out of Pokeballs. Hank on offense with out of the ring, which is head of the cage 3. Hurt 2. I might have a frozen ball. Hurt 2. Here we go. Hank on 2. Into the ropes. He's got a B rating. Let's do it. 7B on Into the Ropes. 7B. You come off the ropes and the opponent puts you down hard with a running back elbow. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Halloween Hank is on 2. All right, Cranberry and I caught the bear tick. Halloween Hank on 2. Top rope clothesline, choice F. Choice F. We'll do the leg drop 2. That'll work on an 11 or less. 11 or less for 2. Got it. Adam, Prometheus 1. Armbar 1. Dazed 1. Shove across the ring 2. Power. This goes through. Hurt 2. Monster Mauling 3. Pin. Hank needs a 4 or better. 4 or better. He'll kick out with a 9. Adam Prometheus on 3. Choke Slam 3. Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle. He's going to roll up. Earth Shaking Stomp 1. Dazed 1. Earth Shaking Stomp 1. Dazed 1. Armbar 1. Dazed 1. Armbar 1. Halloween Hank 1. Swinging Neckbreaker 2. Power. Adam Prometheus takes over for power. Monster Mauling 3. Pin. Halloween Hank needs a 5 or better. A 5 or better. He'll kick out with a 9. 3 fatigue. Adam Prometheus on 3. Choke Slam 3. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. He'll do it with a B rating. 9B on Into the Ropes. The opponent tries a big shoulder tackle, but whether it works depends on which wrestler is more powerful. That is Adam Prometheus. He'll stay on level 2 offense. Double leg sweep 2. Down 3. Uh-oh, Hank's in trouble. Choke Slam 3. Down 3. Out of the ring is Head in the Cage 3. Hurt 2. Monster Mauling 3. Down 3. Choice H on the lunging clothesline. We'll go Death Jump. 7B on Death Jump. 7B. The opponent blasts you the flying clothesline from the top rope. You're in trouble. Adam Prometheus is on level 3 offense. Dicefish, thank you for the lurk. Head to the Cage 3. Hurt 2. Monster Mauling 3. Hurt 2. One Arm Toss 2. Halloween Hank 2. Fear Stricken 3. Down 3. Head to the Cage 3. Hurt 2. Choice B on the Exploder Suplex. Let's try the Standing Dropkick 2. That'll work on a 12 or less. All right, you found the BB. Nice. Adam Prometheus 2. Into the Ropes. He'll do it. B rating. 8B on Into the Ropes. You come off the ropes and the opponent puts you down hard at the running back elbow. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Hank on 2. Adam on 2. Double leg sweep 2. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. We'll try that again. He's got a B rating. 5B. You come off the ropes with a powerful flying shoulder tackle. Roll on level 2 offense. Hank is on 2. I gotta take a drink. The bottle's sweating pretty bad. All right, Hank is on 2. Fear Stricken 3. Hurt 2. Fear Stricken 3. Hurt 2. Fear Stricken 3. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. He's got a B rating. We'll do it. Snake Eyes on a B. The opponent tries a sunset flip, but you grab his legs and roll him into a pinning combination. Opponent rolls pin. Halloween Hank needs a 6 or better. He's going to get caught here. 6 or better. Kicks out with a 6. Adam Prometheus on 3. Here we go. Choke Slam 3. Pin. Halloween Hank needs a 7 or better. A 7 or better. Kicks out with a 7. He's hanging on. Up to 5 fatigue. Adam Prometheus on 3. Choice H. We'll do the Death Jump. 7B. The opponent blasts you. The flying clothesline from the top rope. You're in trouble. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Adam Prometheus on 3. If he can hit his finisher, it's probably over. There it is! It's alive! +2. So he's got a 2 cage up to 4. +5 is 9. He needs a 10 or better. 10 or better. Kicks out with a 10! Halloween Hank is hanging on. Adam Prometheus on 3. It's alive! Now he needs an 11 or better. 11 or better. Here we go. Your winner in a big upset, Adam Prometheus. Halloween Hank is out of the tournament. Let's see some star ratings, 0 through 5. Halloween Hank out of the tournament. Adam Prometheus will meet Epic Waldo. The first matchup has been made for next week. Three from Cranberry, 2 from Derek. Adam Prometheus. A 3 from Bear. Any other star ratings in chat? Let's go on over to the browser. I should have done that before you guys got to see my freckled forearms typing. So the first matchup is set now. Epic Waldo versus Adam Prometheus. That should be a good one. But Halloween Hank is out. We look up to our friends Malefic Rage, Halloween Hank, and Gigaghoul 9000. They're all kind of pleased to see Halloween Hank taken out. Halloween Hank in the ring looks very disappointed. He's been on quite a skid of bad luck lately. He hasn't done much. Every opportunity. He won the qualify for this. He won last round, but not looking good. Not looking good for Halloween Hank. He's been on a downward skid for a while. That'll average out to a 3-star match. 3 stars. 3 stars. Let's go ahead and set up our next one. We're representing the orange bracket. We've got Xerxes Rap of the Undead Horde. Xerxes Rap will take on Nuclear Chaos. It's gonna be an interesting one. Xerxes Rap versus Nuclear Chaos. Be interesting. Here we go. Rolling for initiative. Initiative's going to go to Nuclear Chaos. Whip into Turnbuckle Agility. Agility is going to go to Xerxes Rap. Xerxes Rap has the agility. He's taking over on 2. Nat Attack 2. Nuclear Chaos 2. Guillotine Choke 2. Xerxes Rap 1. Hailstorm Combo, Choice A. Looks like we're going to throw him into the ropes on a B. Ooh, I lost another one of those dice. Uh-oh, 4B. 4B on into the ropes. The opponent gets into position for a back body drop, but you grab him and hit him with an awesome pile driver. Roll on level 3 offense. Nuclear Chaos on 3. Choke on the ropes, choice H. We probably want to avoid death jump. But it'll be a 5 or less. We're going to have to death jump. 5 or less or a death jump. We're death jumping. 9A. 9A on death jump. The opponent blasts you with a flying clothesline from the top rope. You're in trouble. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Nuclear Chaos on 3. Flying elbow 3. Down 3. Mark of Chaos +2. His cage is a 2. He needs a 5 or better. He'll kick out with a 9. Gets a fatigue. And Nuclear Chaos will continue on level 3 offense. Nuclear Punch. Now he needs a 4 or better. Kicks out with a 6. Another fatigue. Here we go. Nuclear Chaos on 3. Nuclear Punch. Now he needs a 5. A 5 or better. Kicks out with a 7. He'll get another fatigue. And Nuclear Chaos is rolling on level 3 offense. Head at the cage. 3. Down 3. Nuclear Punch. That's his finish. One of them. Xerxes Wrap needs a 6 or better. 6 or better. Kicks out with an 8. Gets another fatigue. And Nuclear Chaos is on level 3 offense. Another Nuclear Punch. Now he needs a 7 or better. A 7 or better. Kicks out with a 9. Xerxes Wrap is in trouble. Nuclear Chaos on 3. Choke on the ropes. Choice H. He's got a death jump. 8A. The opponent blasts you with a flying clothesline from the top rope. You're in trouble. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Nuclear Chaos on 3. Throat Chop 2. Xerxes Wrap 1. Into the turnbuckle. No choice. 8A on Into the Turnbuckle. 8A. You are crushed by a big kick by the opponent. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. All right, Xerxes Wrap on offense now. Overhead Toss 2, Power. Nuclear Chaos takes over for Power with a leg sweep 2. Hurt 2. Standing Dropkick 3. Down 3. Throat Chop 2. Xerxes Wrap 1. Into the turnbuckle. 7A. Reversal. You reverse the move and throw the opponent into the turnbuckle. It's got a B. Hey, Eternal Dragon, how you doing? Welcome in. We've got an 8B on Into the Turnbuckle. 8B. You're crushed by a big kick by the opponent. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Nuclear Chaos on 2. Guillotine Choke 2. Dazed 1. Side Headlock 1. Xerxes Wrap 1. Diving Tackle 2. Agility. That gets through. Dazed 1. Into the turnbuckle. He's got an A. We got a Gumshoes in chat. Uh-oh. 5A on Into the turnbuckle. 5A. On Into the turnbuckle. You bounce forward off the turnbuckle and catch the charging opponent with a skull-splitting running lariat. He goes down hard. Opponent rolls on level 3 defense. Down 3. Nuclear Chaos on level 3 offense. Here we go. Nuclear Punch. Xerxes Wrap needs an 8 or better. An 8 or better. Your winner with the Nuclear Punch and moving on. Nuclear Chaos. Nuclear Chaos moves on. Let's see some star ratings. 0 through 5. Nuclear Chaos moves on. Woo! 3 from Terminal Dragon. That was match 6. Ooh, he's got Captain Glenn Burney next time. Nuclear Chaos will be taking on Captain Glenn Burney in a first blood match in our Blood in the Water event next week. Xerxes Wrap. Another member of the Undead Horde eliminated. Malefic Rage not happy. Still has one more guy in the fight. Any other star ratings in chat? We've got a 3 from Terminal Dragon. All right, that'll be a 3-star match. 3 stars. All right, let's see who's coming out next. Next up, the last member of the Undead Horde in the tournament, Vladimir Plasma. Vladimir Plasma is in, and he'll be taking on Illustrios. Illustrios. All right. Vladimir Plasma versus Illustrios. Here we go. Rolling for initiative. Initiative's going to go to Vladimir Plasma. Blatant Choke 2. Illustrios 1. Spiked Forearm Smash 2. Vladimir Plasma 1. Full Nelson Slam 2. Power. And it gets through. Down 3. Uh-oh. Can't do it. He's got to roll again. Out of the ring. Head into cage 3. Pin. His cage rating is a 2. He needs a 3 or better. 3 or better. Kicks out with a 4. He'll get a fatigue. It's very important with Vladimir Plasma. Crucifix Powerbomb 3. Add 1. Down 3. Crucifix Powerbomb 3. Add 1. Hurt 2. Vladimir Plasma on 2. Body Slam 2. Down 3. Uh-oh, he can use his finisher now. He can use his finisher now. He's not going to do it, though. Choice G on the Coffin Sleeper hold. Choice G. We'll try a Tombstone Pile Driver 3. That'll work on a 9 or less. 9 or less for 3. Got it. He's down 3. Vladimir Plasma on level 3 offense. Crucifix Powerbomb 3. Add 1. Hurt 2. Flying Clothesline 2. Agility. Illustrios is taking over for Agility. Sucker Bite 3. Add 1. Hurt 2. Morningstar 3. Hurt 2. Sucker Bite 3. Add 1. Hurt 2. Splash in the Corner 2. Vladimir Plasma 1. Blatant Choke 2. Illustrios 1. Seated Face Crusher 2. Power. Vladimir Plasma takes over for Power. Body Slam 2. Illustrios 1. Spiked Forearm Attack 2. Hurt 2. Morningstar 3. Hurt 2. Morningstar 3. Hurt 2. Space Invader, Choice E. Choice E. We'll try the Scorpion Deathlock 3 on an 8 or less. 8 or less for 3. And he got it. Down 3. Milky Way Conquest 3. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. He's got an A rating. We probably don't want to roll up. There's 2 chances to reverse. We're going to throw him into the ropes on an A. Uh-oh, 6A on Into the Ropes. You come off the ropes with a powerful flying shoulder tackle. Roll on level 2 offense. Vladimir Plasma on 2. Wings of the Bat 3. Pin! Illustrios needs a 7 or better. A 7 or better. He'll kick out with a 9. He's up to 5 fatigue. Vladimir Plasma on level 3 offense. Vampires Bite 3, add 1. Hurt 2. Body Slam 2. Dazed 1. Thumb to the Throat 1. Dazed 1. Thumb to the Throat 1. Illustrios 2. Space Invader, choice E. I forget what that was already. That's a Scorpion Deathlock 3 on an 8 or less. 8 or less. Got it for 3. Hurt 2. Try it again. 8 or less for 3. Got it. Hurt 2. Splash in the corner 2. Down 3. Here we go. The UAP plus 3. He's up to 4 plus 3. He's got a 7. He's an 8 or better. 8 or better. Kicks out with an 8. Who get another fatigue. And Illustrios rolls on level 3 offense. Death from above. He's got a 2, 3 fatigue. He needs a 6 or better. 6 or better. Your winner, Illustrios, coming back from a pummeling at the beginning. Illustrios comes back and wins. Defeats Vladimir Plasma. It's a clean sweep for the Undead Horde. They are done. Illustrios moving on. We've got a 3 from Cranberry, 4.5 from Derek. Great comeback, a 3 from Terminal Dragon. Any other star ratings in chat? Illustrios coming from behind. That was a good one. Don't need to spin anymore. So Illustrios will be taking on Pete Cottontail in a first blood match. So now we have to figure out who's going to fight Hellhound. There is a chance. A really good chance. Oh, Hydrate, you got it. You got it. Terminal Dragon. We could get the Creatures of the Night against each other in a first blood match. It's a very real possibility because, all right, that'll average out to a 4-star match. 4 stars. All right, because we got Titan Takagi representing the orange bracket. Hey, surprise, surprise. And representing the black bracket, we've got Nightmare. So we could get Nightmare versus Hellhound in First Blood next week in our Blood in the Water event. All right. Whoever wins this will take the coveted 8 spot. Here we go. Titan Takagi versus Nightmare. Here we go. Let me get that hydrate again for you. I don't think I did it on camera. I want you to see it. Cheers. Thank you, Terminal Dragon. All right, rolling for initiative. Initiative's going to go to Titan Takagi. Kaiju Choke Bomb 3. Hurt 2. Nope. These dice. Spinning Tail Attack 2. Down 3. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Nuclear Breath plus 3. He has a 3 cage rating. That's going to be a 7 or better. 7 or better to kick out. He kicks out with an 11. Kicks out with authority. Titan Takaji's on level 3 offense, though. Sliding drop kick. Now he needs a 5 or better. A 5 or better. He'll kick out with a 6. Gets a fatigue. And Titan Takaji's on level 3 offense. Sliding drop kick again. Now he needs a 6 or better. 6 or better. Kicks out with an 8. Gets another fatigue. Titan Takaji on 3. Running power slam. Choice G. He's got a B rating in death jump. And a 0 power. Let's try the tombstone on an 8 or less. Got it for 3. Hurt 2. Titan Takaji on 2. Into the turnbuckle. Choice. Let's go ahead and do it. He's got a B rating. Uh-oh, Snake Eyes on a B. Snake Eyes on a B. The opponent tries a running clothesline to move, and he crashes into the turnbuckle. Opponent rolls pin. Titan Takaji could get pinned here. No, he can't. He's not mathematically able to. But we'll roll just for fun. Gets a fatigue. Nightmare on level 3 offense. What set is Titan Takaji from? He's from Stream Pack 1, NDW 2136. Nightmare on 3. Death Jump. He's got a B rating. Let's roll up. Let's just roll up. Be safe. Mule Kick 2. Hurt 2. Unpleasant Dreams. Choice E. Choice E. Let's try the Scorpion Deathlock 3 on an 11 or less. 11 or less for 3. Got it with a 9. Hurt 2. 11 or less for 3. Got it with Snake Eyes. Hurt 2. Mule Kick 2. Hurt 2. Mule Kick 2. Titan Takaji 1. Headbutt 2. Hurt 2. Jeez. Dropping everything. Into the turnbuckle choice. Let's do it. Got a B rating. Uh-oh, 3B. This might be a pin again. Nope. The opponent charges you with a running shoulder dive, but you move and he goes crashing to outside the ring, but there's a cage, so he's going to ram his head into the cage. He is down 3. Nightmare on 3. Gladiator Pile Driver 3. Hurt 2. Dropkick 2. Titan Takaji 2. The Titan takes over with Release Hip Toss 2, Choice A. Ooh. Let's do a belly to belly on an 8 or less. 8 or less for the belly to belly. Didn't get it. Nightmare takes over on 2. Unpleasant Dreams. That's the 11 or less for 3. He got it. Pin! Titan Takaji needs a 3 or better. Kicks out with an 8. Nightmare is on level 3 offense. Let's go ahead and try and pokey catch real quick. Nightmare on 3. A Taste of Kruger 3. Hurt 2. Bite to the forehead 2. Hurt 2. Unpleasant Dreams, Choice E. We got it for 3. Hurt 2. Unpleasant Dreams, we need that 11 or less for 3. You got it. Hurt 2. Dropkick 2. Dazed 1. Toss and turn 3. Agility. That gets through. Down 3. The Sandman's Revenge 3. Pin! It's a 4 or better. 4 or better. Kicks out with a 9. He gets another fatigue. Nightmare on 3. Out of the ring, head of the cage 3. Hurt 2. Mule Kick 2. Dazed 1. Illegal Chokehold 2. Power. Titan Takaji's taking over for power. Release Hip Toss 2. Choice A. We'll do the 8 or less for 2. Got it. Hurt 2. Overhead toss 2. Hurt 2. Spinning tail attack 2. Nightmare 2. Animan axe handle 3. Hurt 2. Unpleasant dreams, we need that 11 or less. Ooh, got it for 3. Hurt 2. Mule kick 2. Hurt 2. Unpleasant dreams, we need that 11 or less again. Got it for 3. Down 3. All right, here we go. A Taste of Kruger 3. Down 3. Death jump. Ooh. Let's do it. He's got a B rating. 8B. You put a blast with a flying clothesline from the top rope. You're in trouble. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Nightmare on 3. Gladiator pile driver 3. Down 3. A Taste of Kruger 3. Hurt 2. Dropkick 2. Dazed 1. Oh my goodness. Into the ropes. No choice. He's got a B rating. A B rating on Into the Ropes. 8B. 8B. You come off the ropes and the opponent puts you down hard with a running back elbow. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Animan axe handle 3. Hurt 2. Bite to forehead 2. Dazed 1. Punch in the face 1. Uh-oh. It's breaking down. Titan Takagi 2. Spinning tail attack 2. Nightmare 2. Horror of the hippocampus 3. Hurt 2. Horror of the hippocampus 3. Pin. He needs a 5 or better. A 5 or better. Kicks out with a 5. Nightmare on 3. Gladiator pile driver 3. Hurt 2. We did that at 11 or less for 3. And we got it. Hurt 2. Mule kick 2. Hurt 2. Drop kick 2. Hurt 2. 11 or less for 3. We got it. Hurt 2. Bite to the forehead 2. Hurt 2. Bite to the forehead 2. Hurt 2. Drop kick 2. Titan Takagi 2. Uh-oh. Into the turnbuckle. Let's go ahead and do it. The B rating. Uh-oh. 4B. 4B on Into the Turnbuckle. You bounce forward at the turnbuckle and catch the charging opponent with a skull-splitting running lariat. He goes down hard. Opponent rolls on level 3 defense. Hurt 2. We need that 11 or less. Got it for 3. Down 3. This is your chance, Nightmare. Death jump. He's going to roll up. Drop kick 2. Dazed 1. Arm drag takedown 1. Dazed 1. Punch in the face 1. Dazed 1. Punch in the face 1. Dazed 1. Face claw 2. Choice B. Alright, let's see. We can go into the turnbuckle with a B rating. Or try standing drop kick 2. That is pretty much automatic. Needs a 10 or less. Got it for 2. Hurt 2. Horror of the hippocampus 3. Hurt 2. Bite to forehead 2. Hurt 2. Bite to forehead 2. Titan Takagi 2. That might have been his chance. Into the turnbuckle. He's got a B rating. Let's do it. 6B on Into the Turnbuckle. I think that's the reversal. Reversal. You reverse the move and throw the opponent into the turnbuckle. He's got an A rating. 11A. You come off the turnbuckle with a big specialty move, but the opponent tries a specialty move of his own. Both wrestlers go down. The wrestler with the better turnbuckle rating recovers first and rolls on level 3 offense. That is Titan Takagi. He's on level 3. Head to the cage, 3. Down, 3. Skyscraper Powerbomb, 3. Hurt, 2. Super Atomic Drop, 3. Pin! He needs a 7 or better. 7 or better. Kicks out with a 7. Titan Takagi on 3. Head to the cage, 3. Down, 3. Skyscraper Powerbomb, 3. Hurt, 2. Overhead Toss, 2. Down, 3. Uh-oh, here we go. Is this his chance? No. Skyscraper Powerbomb, 3. Hurt, 2. Into the turnbuckle. He's going to do it. Snake Eyes on Into the Turnbuckle. On a B. I'm sorry, on an A. No, a B. Opponent rolls pin. Titan Takagi needs a 6 or better. 6 or better. Kicks out with an 11. He's up to 4 fatigue. No, 5 fatigue. He was on 4. Where's the 5? There it is. Nightmare on 3. Death Jump. He'll do it. 10B on Death Jump. 10B. The opponent climbs to the top, but you recover and climb up, and a struggle takes place. If you have a better agility than the opponent, he does not. So, Nightmare is on level 3 offense. Death Jump again. Ooh, let's roll up. We need that 11 or less for 3 on the Unpleasant Dreams. We got it, just barely. Hurt 2. 11 or less for 3. Got it. Hurt 2. Dropkick 2. Dazed 1. Illegal Chokehold 2. Power. Titan Takagi takes over for power. Super Atomic Drop 3. Hurt 2. Release Hip Toss Choice A. That's the agility one, I think, right? No, power. So we'll do the 8 or less for 2. 8 or less for 2. Got it. Hurt 2. Spinning Tail Attack 2. Hurt 2. Spinning Tail Attack 2. Nightmare 2. Dropkick 2. Titan Takagi 2. Overhead Toss 2. Hurt 2. Gigantic Tail Whip 3. Add 1. Oh my goodness. He's up to 5 fatigue. Pin! He's going to need a 9 or better. A 9 or better. Your winner with a Super Atomic Drop, Titan Takagi. Titan Takagi wins. Both guys had 5 fatigue. So we're not going to see the Creatures of the Night against each other. Titan Takagi spoiled that. Titan Takagi wins. Titan Takagi wins. We got a feud. They're in a cage. We don't want to mess up the tournament. 4 in a feud. 3 from Cranberry. 4 stars. And now going to bed. See you all next time. Bears voting for feud. Maybe we should do it just to see what would happen. Derek says no feud. Right now, the feuds have it. The feuds have it. Unless Cranberry wants to tie it up and we'll roll the dice. The feuds have it right now. Any other feud votes? Star ratings? It's a 4-star match. Right now. 4 stars. All right, let's see what this feud does. You refers to Titan Takagi. They both have allies in the arena tonight, or in the prison tonight. Here we go. We've got a 5. 5 on the feud table. One of your allies storms the ring and you double team the opponent, leaving him battered and beaten in the ring. After you and your ally leave the ring, the opponent recovers, grabs a microphone. He challenges your ally to a match on the next card. Will he accept? So Halloween Hank and Titan Takagi are friends. So Halloween Hank will come out, beat up Nightmare. And they'll have a match next week. I'll have to make note of that. These guys are the tag champs, so we can make something come out of this. I know, Titan Takagi is good. But Halloween Hank just beat up... I guess he's frustrated because he got eliminated from this tournament tonight. Tournament centered around him, kind of. So, the Malefic Rage and company are a little nervous that Titan Takagi is moving on. But Halloween Hank took out his frustration on Nightmare. They're going to fight next week at the Blood in the Water event. They won't be part of the tournament, but they'll fight. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and look at the bracket for next week. We're just going to do 1 round, and then we'll do the final 4 on November 1st. And then on November 2nd, the winner will fight the other Halloween Hank for the Brockster Comics Championship, the other Halloween Hank. All right, here's the updated bracket. We'll have Hellhound versus Titan Takagi, Epic Waldo versus Adam Prometheus, Captain Glenn Burney versus Nuclear Chaos, Pete Cottontail versus Illustrios. This bracket is busted. This bracket is busted. No Halloween Hank. None of the Undead Horde advanced. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Going to be an interesting time. So that'll be next Sunday. We'll do our Blood in the Water event. They're all first blood matches. So tune in for that next week. Until then, everybody, have a great week. I'll probably be on at least once or twice this week to do some Pokemon Legends ZA, so keep an eye out for that. I'll be playing that here on stream as I find time to do that. Other than that, that's all I got for you tonight, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Oh, we might as well hang out for this next Pokemon. Let's hang out for this next Pokemon. Good seeing you too, Terminal Dragon. It's been a while. Good to see you. We'll hang around for this next Pokemon here. I can get the cards organized. You guys can watch me do that. We got a Cottony. If you want to Pokecatch it. I think I'll try to try a Great Ball. I think I'm out of Pokeballs. I'll have to buy those too. Excuse me. I'll get like 20 of them. There we go. Buy some Pokeballs. All right, so this match is happening next week. Put those together at the Blood in the Water event. So then we have Hellhound versus Titan Takagi in a first blood match. Then we'll have Epic Waldo versus Adam Prometheus. And then Captain Glenn Burney versus Nuclear Chaos. And Pete Cottontail versus Illustrios. All right. Got the cards ready for next week. We're going to have to fill out this card some more. We got 5 matches. We need a few more. We need to get the women going on something. Blood in the Water. Here we go. Yeah, that was fun. That was, I like when it doesn't go how I'm expecting it to. So this should be interesting. Put all my little dice that I have in a bag here. All right. Cranberry and I caught that Cottony on the way out. All right, thanks, everybody. Appreciate you all hanging out. Have a great night and a great week. And I will see you sometime this week before next Sunday when we'll run this Blood in the Water event. So, yeah, Look forward to doing that, everybody. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.